Alright guys, here is my watermelon patch, and this is the black diamond watermelon. So let me show you around. I have two types of melons grown in here, the honey kiss and the black diamond watermelon. So here I have one watermelon that is ready. I have a few more that I will show you. They're much smaller. Alright, here is my honey kiss melon, and this is one of the best melon variety to grow because they are so sweet. They taste like brown sugar and honey, and the flesh is very crunchy and very refreshing. So I've been growing this for a few years now, and I have a video made on this tasting it, so you can check it out. I highly recommend that you look this up and grow some for yourself, because sometimes they can produce very large melons and they are just delicious. And I have one there growing, still pretty small, and then I have some more watermelons here. So this one is still young, so I'm very excited about that. And I think I should have more soon because I gave him a lot of space. Last year I only got one watermelon and it was very small, so this year I decided to give him more space right here. So that is working. I'm not very good at growing watermelons, so I'm still learning. But yeah, people suggested that I give them space, so that's exactly what I did. Oh, there's another one over there. See that one there? That's a baby watermelon. So I'm gonna have a few. There may be some in there, I'm not sure, but I'll have to check around. But anyway, that is my watermelon. Let me show you another one. Alright guys, this is my hammy melon. So it's the cousin to the honey kiss. Basically the same variety, it's just slightly different. And look at my friend lizard right there, just hanging out on top of the melon. So this one is a lot bigger. I'm trying not to scare him away. But what I've done this year to make the melon so large is that I only allow one to fruit on a vine. So I cut off everything else. There's some baby ones over there, but I'll cut those off. If you cut off all of the other fruits that may come out of the same vine, then you get a larger melon, because all of the energy would go to that one instead of kind of like sharing the same vine in nutrients. And let's see if we can get close to this guy here. He's pretty tame, just hanging out there. So you see that is a very big melon. Look. And then I have another one over there, which is a smaller one. So let's go get the watermelon and try it out. Alright, let's go ahead and cut this watermelon and see how good this is. And if you're wondering why I have this paint strainer here, it's because that's how I protect my pears from birds and other animals, and that seemed to be working. So that's the reason why I put this here, because I harvested all of the pears and I have this extra because the birds were eating all my pears, and when I place this on there, they stop eating it. Okay, so we'll grab this melon. Not a very big melon, but it's pretty good size. So let's go cut it open and try it out. Alright guys, here is the black diamond watermelon, and we're going to cut this open and take a look. And I don't have much information about this, but I can find it and link you guys. So if you want to read it, maybe check the description. I'll try to link you there. Oh man, it's not even ready yet. Still a little green, but let's just try it and see if it's good. Alright Alright guys, so the watermelon is not ready, so that shows how inexperienced I am with watermelon. So I follow all of the procedures that people recommended, wait for the tendril to dry and all that stuff. I tapped it and all that. I actually waited a long time for the melons to be ready. It didn't fail me the previous season, but I guess this time this is a different variety. So let's just go ahead and try it. It's still not very red, so we can tell that it's not good. I actually tried it before, and it's not very sweet. Pretty bland, has that watermelon taste. And if it was sweeter, man, this would have been so good because it's so fresh. Smells lovely. So I'm gonna show you what to do with the rest of the watermelon. So when I was a child, my grandmother would cut up watermelons, and normally we have so much that I usually don't eat them. But then she'll use the rinds and cook it up into soups. So because this here has a really nice texture, so it's almost gonna taste like squash. Alright guys, to prepare the soup, what we're gonna do is cut these watermelon into pieces. And so we're gonna cut the tough part of the rind out like this here. And you want to use just the flesh on the inside, like that. And sometimes if the watermelon is ripe, you can just cut off the meat area like that. So all you want is this tougher part right here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to slice it up into small pieces. It really doesn't matter what size you slice it up, that's all preference. So usually around like this is good. Like that. So do it all for I don't have the exact measurement, so I'm gonna give you the size of the bowl that I'm gonna put it in, and you can judge. So forgive me for that. Alright guys, so here are all of the other ingredients you're going to need. So I have already chopped my watermelon into the little pieces that I prefer, whatever size you like. And this is just a large bowl, and it's filled to the top. And then you need some garlic. That's 2 cloves of garlic, the pretty large cloves. And then I have around, I think 6 or 7 shrimp. And I just chopped it up into little pieces like this. So that's my shrimp. And you're going to need some fish sauce. These are really easy to get. You can just go to any Asian supermarket and you can find these. They're just a few bucks, so they're very cheap. And you will also need some sugar. Any kind of sugar you want to use. I have cane sugar here, so that's what I'm going to use. And you also need some chicken broth. So we're going to use about equal amount of broth and equal amount of water. So I'm going to use around 3 of these, and then the same amount of water for that. Okay, so while the broth is boiling, we're going to put this into a bowl. And for this, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the fish sauce. And then 1 teaspoon of sugar. And that is it for the mix. And now you just mix it all in. Alright guys, so once the water is boiling like that, you can add the melons. And then give it a good stir. Now we're gonna allow it to cook a little bit more, let the water come to a boil again, and then we'll add the shrimp. And you want to stir it every once in a while so that it can cook evenly. Okay, after about 5 to 7 minutes, it's gonna boil quite a lot. So you're gonna reduce the amount of heat. And finally, we're going to add the shrimp. And then just stir it around. The shrimp cooks very fast, so you don't have to leave it very long. All right, that is it. We are done. So let me take you closer so you can take a look. Okay, here is the finished product, and we're going to add a little bit of onions. And that is it. So there you have it. That is how we cook watermelon soup. It is really, really good. So very easy to make as well. You can use the ripe watermelon as well. This is just an example because the watermelon we picked was not ripe, but you can do it for the ripe one as well because the rind is still going to be the same texture. And you can add a little bit of the sweet flesh. It actually gives you a really nice flavor in the soup. So let's have a try. All right, guys, here it is. This is our soup all ready to go. So give you a little bit of a peek before we give it a taste. It's still very hot. So here's the watermelon bits. See, now it turned a different color once you cook it. It's very beautiful to me. Very lovely color. And let's give it a try. All right, guys, we are done. So let's give a soup a little taste. But before we do that, we have to add a little bit of our super hot blend over here to give it a nice kick. Wow, I can smell it as soon as I open it. A little bit of this is all you need. They'll spice up anything very quickly. So this thing takes around maybe 15 to 20 minutes to make. You just cut up the watermelon rinds and cut up the shrimp and garlic, and after that it's just cooking it. So it's very, very quick. It doesn't take a lot of effort. Wow, this thing gave it a really nice kick. Very good flavor for something so simple because all I did was add garlic and fish sauce. That was it. Oh, and a little bit of sugar. And that was basically all of the ingredients that was in there. It doesn't take a lot of stuff. And it's really good. And the watermelon here has a very nice texture. It's kind of soft, but at the same time crunchy. It's almost like eating a cooked cucumbers. If you tried cooking cucumbers soup or stir fry cucumbers or something like that, it still retain that kind of crunchy, but that same texture. Of course, the peeled one, not with the skin on. So that's really what it tastes like almost like cucumber wise, but a little sweeter because this is a watermelon. And if you cook the sweeter part of the watermelon, the ripe ones, the flavor actually is really, really good because you get like the sweetness in combination of the saltiness. So it's a little strange as it sounds, but it's really good. Yeah, I think you guys are going to like it. So if you have not tried it before, I know it sounds really strange because usually when we eat watermelon, we just throw away the rind, the white part. But that part is edible, and in a soup is actually pretty good. So if you are going to try it, please come back to the video and let me know. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.